Hello everyone, welcome back to my class. So today we are going to part 3 of lesson number 1, class 9, and the name of the lesson is Matter in Our Surroundings. So in the previous class, in the previous video, we have studied about the three states of matter, which is solid, liquid and gas. Okay, we have studied about the properties of these three states of matter. So in today's class, we are going to study our new topic, which is, can matter change its state? Okay. So we all know that water can exist in all three states, right? In the solid state, it is in the form of ice. In the liquid state, it is in the form of water. And at last, in the gaseous state, it is in the form of water vapor, right? So water can exist in all three states of matter. So this is an indication that matter can change its states. Okay, a solid can be converted into liquid, a liquid can be converted into gas, a gas can be converted into solid. Okay, so the convertible process. Okay, the change of solid into liquid and liquid into gas. Now it can be done by two ways only. The first one is by changing the temperature. By increasing the temperature or by decreasing the temperature, we can change the states of matter. And also the second way, which is by changing the pressure. Understand? So only by two ways we can change the states of matter. The first one is by changing the temperature and the second one is by changing the pressure. Okay, now we all know that the states of matter are interconvertible. But the questions are, what happens inside the matter during this change of states? Okay, what happens to the particles of matter during the change of states, and how does this change of state takes place? Now we need answers to these questions. So in today's class, we will get the answers of these questions, that what happens to the matter, what happens to the particles of matter, and how this change will occur. Okay. So in today's class, we will study only one way, which is by changing the temperature. By changing the pressure, we will study in the next class. Okay. So let's just start. The first one is effect of change of temperature. Means if we increase the temperature, if we decrease the temperature, what will happen? How these states are changed into other form. Okay. The first one is solid to liquid. Means the solid state is converted into the liquid, is converting into the liquid state. Now how is that possible? So when we increase the temperature, what will happen? The kinetic energy of the particles also increases, which weakens the force of attraction between the particles, and therefore the solid gets converted to a liquid. Understand it? So what will happen, that if we increase the temperature, when we increase the temperature, the kinetic energy of the particles also increases. After that, they will start moving rapidly. Okay, so it overcomes the force of attraction between the particles, and the solid state gets converted into a liquid state. Okay, and the process of melting, because if we increase the temperature, just take an example of ice. Okay, so if we increase the temperature, the ice starts melting. Okay, so the process of melting, that is change of solid state into liquid state, is also known as fusion. Okay, and now what is melting? Now, the change of solid state of a substance into liquid is called melting. Now, the third point is that what is melting point? So, melting point is the temperature at which a solid starts to melt and become a liquid at the atmospheric pressure is known as its melting point. The temperature at which the solids start melting, that point, the temperature is known as melting point. The melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so let's just understand this statement from the process from solid to liquids, how these particles, what will happen to these particles. Okay, now we will understand this by an activity or by doing this activity. Okay, so students, in this picture or in this you can see the part. So students, in this picture or in this you can see the particles in the solid, how these particles are arranged in the solid state. Okay, now see in the liquid state, this is how the particles are arranged in liquid state, and in gaseous state it is like that. Okay, now in the solid, the space between the particles, as you can see, there is very least space present between the solid particles. Okay, and in liquid there is much space, okay, as compared to the solid matter. Now in the next gaseous, in the gaseous state there is a lot of space that is present between the particles. The particles are able to move very freely. Okay, so as you can see the arrangement of particles in all the three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. Now we will see, we studied in our slide about the change of matter, the solid changed into the liquid state. Okay, now you see the particles arrangement in solid and in liquid, it is like that. So when I increase the temperature, what will happen? The solid particles will fall apart. Okay, the force of attraction between the particles becomes weak and they will arranged in the form of liquid state. Okay, when they come in this position, the particles which are showing in the screen, then it means the solid state is now changed into the liquid. And if the particles of the moment is like this, then it means that the solid particles are changed in the gaseous state. Now let's just do the activities. Now you are saying the particles of the solid. Particles of solid. Now if I increase the heat, if I increase the temperature, okay, now what can you see in the picture? The particles, what will happen? The particles of the solid state will start vibrating very fastly. Okay, on increasing the temperature, the kinetic energy of the particles increases. Due to the increase in kinetic energy, what will happen? The particles start vibrating, okay, with greater speed, and the energy supplied by heat overcomes the force of attraction between the particles. So the force of attraction becomes weak and the particles are able to move freely. Understand? The particles leave their fixed position and start moving more freely. Okay, and a stage is reached when the solid melts and is converted to a liquid. Another thing is that the temperature at which a solid melts to become a liquid at the atmospheric pressure is called its melting point. Okay, so if I increase the temperature a little bit, what will happen? The force of attraction between the particles will become weak and the particles are able to move freely. Okay, now you can see the particles, the arrangement of particles is more like the liquid state. Okay, so now it is converted into the liquid, the solid. This is how the solid convert into the liquid. Okay, and if I increase the temperature more, then what will happen? This liquid particle, this arrangement, the arrangement of particles which is similar to the liquid is now changed to the arrangement of particle which is in the gaseous state. You can see, right? So this is how the process occurs when we increase the temperature. The kinetic movement, the kinetic energy of the particles increases. Okay, and because of this, the particles start vibrating with greater speed. Okay, and this energy is supplied by heat by increasing the temperature. This overcomes the force of attraction between the particles, and this will change the solid state into the liquid state. And if we further increase the temperature, then the liquid will change into the gaseous state. Understand? Now the second is liquid to gaseous. So first we will studied about the how the solid is converted into the liquid. The second is liquid to gas. So what happened when we further increase the temperature while heating a liquid like water? So what will happen? The kinetic energy of the particles increases, okay, as high as in a gas, which causes the liquid to change to a gaseous state. Okay, now when we increase the temperature, when we keep on heating a liquid like a water, what will happen? The water starts boiling. Okay, so this is the phase when the liquid substance get converted into a gas on heating. This is known as boiling. And the temperature at which a liquid starts boiling and changing rapidly into a gas at the atmospheric pressure is called its boiling point. And the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Understand it? Now move forward. The next is gas to liquid. How gas state of matter is converted into the liquid state. Now what happens when we decrease the temperature? Okay, if we take an example like a water vapor. Okay, so when we the water vapor is in the gaseous form, right? The gaseous state of matter. So when we decrease the temperature, what will happen? The kinetic energy of the particles also lower down, right? So the kinetic energy lower down will cause the particles to move slowly and bring them closer to each other, forming a liquid state of matter. So this is how the gases or gaseous state of matter changed into a liquid form. Okay, and the process in which a gas on cooling or on decreasing the temperature turns into a liquid at a specific temperature is called condensation. Understand? Now let's just discuss it with the help of the activity. Now you can see the particles of gas, okay, how they are moving. The space between them are very large. Okay, so what will happen that in the gaseous state the particles are very far. They have larger spaces between them, so the movement is very, you can see that each particle or is striked to each other, and they're showing various random movements. Okay, so what will happen? Now we know that if we increase the temperature, then the solid matter change into the liquid state, and after that into the gaseous state. Now the question is, if we lower down the temperature, so can the matter change reversibly from gas to liquid and liquid to solid? Okay, so let's see. Now this is the gaseous state. Okay, if we lower down the temperature, then what will happen? If I lower down the temperature, then the kinetic energy of the particles will decrease, and it will cause the uh, it will cause the slowing down of movement of the particles, and they start to come closer to each other. Okay, as you can see that if I decrease the temperature, then what will happen, that they are coming closer to each other. Now you can see the arrangement, it is more like a liquid state. That means if we decrease the temperature, the gaseous state will change into the liquid state, and if we further decrease the temperature, then it will come into the solid state again. Okay, so it can change into the solid state. So the process by which the gaseous particle will the process by which the gaseous state will change into the liquid state at specific temperature is known as condensation. Okay, so this process is followed here. Now the next is liquid to solid. How liquid state of matter change into the solid state of matter. Now, when a liquid is cooled down by lowering its temperature, what will happen? The kinetic energy decreases, and it will cause or it will slows down the movement of the particles, and the particles will come close to each other. Okay, they will come to a stationary position. They will come close to that point that there is very least space present between the particles, and they are very compactly packed with each other. Okay, this will cause the liquid to turn to solid state of matter. Now the process followed in this is freezing. Okay, so what is freezing? The change of a liquid substance into solid by lowering its temperature is called freezing. Now what is freezing point? The temperature at which the state of a substance changes from a liquid to a solid is called the freezing point of that substance. Understands it? So this is how the liquid state of matter convert into the solid form. Now the next, there are few terms that you need to understand. The first one is latent heat. Okay, so we studied about the change of matter, that how the solid melt and it will change into the liquid form. Okay, but the question is, when a solid melts, its temperature remains the same. So where does the heat energy go? Okay, so let's just take an example, like during the process of melting. Okay, what will happen? The temperature does not change after the melting point is reached. Okay, till all the ice melts. So this happens even though we continue to heat it. We continue to heat the ice, or we continue to heat the beaker. Okay, that is, we continuing to supply heat. Now this heat gets used up in changing the state by overcoming the force of attraction between the particles. As this heat energy is absorbed by ice without showing any rise in temperature, so it is considered that it gets hidden into the contents of the beaker and is known as latent heat. Understand it, that what is latent heat? The heat energy which is required to change the state, which is required to change the solid form into the liquid form, and without causing any rise in the temperature of the substance, is called latent heat. Now the heat energy is hidden in the bulk of the matter, which is called latent heat. Now, what is latent heat of fusion? We all know that what is fusion? The process by which a solid turns into a liquid at atmospheric pressure. So, what is latent heat of fusion? So, latent heat of fusion is the heat energy which is required to convert 1 kilogram of solid into liquid at atmospheric pressure at its melting point is known as latent heat of fusion. And what is latent heat of vaporization? In the vaporization process, what will happen? The liquid state change into the gaseous state. Okay, so the heat energy which is required to convert 1 kilogram of liquid into gas at atmospheric pressure at its boiling point, not melting point, at its boiling point, because liquid starts to boil and further it will change into a gaseous state. Okay, so at atmospheric pressure at its boiling point is known as the latent heat of vaporization. Understand it? So for today's class only we will study this much only. Okay, and in our next class we will study about the effect of pressure. Okay, how does this states change into the other form by changing the pressure. Okay, so till then please study it and please study from the textbook also. If any point or any term missed out, then please let me know and we will continue, or we will do that part which is missed. We will do that part in our next video. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video.